Okay, so this is my second video on how retirement contributions impact your paycheck and or your bottom line tax situation. So I did one that was single making $50,000, and now this person is married filing jointly, and together they're making $150,000 in 2021. And so if they're making $150,000, that means monthly they're making $12,500. And so their FICA and Medicare taxes are going to be 7.65% together of that. And so you can see how much that is. Their federal withholding is, so their effective federal tax rate, assuming they made $150,000 and they don't have any deductions or any credits, their federal effective tax rate is going to be 12.65%. So that's what I'm doing as the federal withholding, assuming that they want their paychecks to be exactly what they should be so that they do not owe anything to the government in the end and they do not get a refund in the end. So, and then their Oregon withholding was 7.7%. And then you can see their Roth contribution, so a 15% after tax retirement contribution of $1,875 per month. And you can see their net monthly pay, $7,125. If instead they made traditional contributions, then the gross monthly pay stays the same, the FICA, Social Security, and Medicare stays the same. Your retirement contributions are not impacted by that. The federal withholding drops quite significantly, so down to 9.35%. The Oregon withholding drops down to 6.38%, and you can see their traditional contributions. And so in the end, they take home almost $600 more because they're saving on taxes. And so they could increase their retirement contribution to around $2,712 or 21.7% in order to have a similar take-home pay as contributing that 15% to Roth accounts. And so the way that you understand the impact of those deductions is that you're going to save at your highest marginal tax rate. So our marginal tax rate is the highest rate that you are taxed. And so if you're in the 24% tax bracket, then the most you're going to pay on any amount of money is going to be 24%. And that 24% is how much you're going to pay on just the final money that you earned. And so if you see a deduction as taking away that final $1,000 you earn, you can see that, okay, I'm going to save 24% of that $1,000 or $240 for a $1,000 contribution, for instance. And so in this situation, they were at the 22% federal marginal rate and they were at the 8.75% state marginal rate. And so they saved 30.75% on those traditional contributions. And so that's how you can understand what kind of impact it's going to have for you to do Roth versus traditional contributions. In general, I encourage people to make Roth contributions if they're at the 12% marginal tax bracket or lower, and to consider at least some traditional ones once they go above that, because the tax brackets go from 12% to 22%, so it's a pretty big jump right there. And if you'd like to learn more about marginal tax rates, you can find, I have another video about that, so go check that one out.